Hello, I'm Adam, and I'm here today to talk to you about the 3/5 clause of the Constitution, or sometimes it's referred to as the 3/5 Compromise. And the reason I'm making this video today is this week I saw another racial divider on TV talking about the 3/5 clause and perpetuating the ongoing lie of the political left and the racial dividers in our society that the 3/5 clause said that black people were 3/5 human. And this lie is put forth very often on the political left, especially among racial dividers and racial demagogues, as a way to create racial resentment in our society and also to smear the founding fathers. So again, usually with the lies of the political left, the best thing to do is simply to state the facts and let you hear from the people who wrote the Constitution themselves, and you'll see that this is a lie of monstrous proportions on many levels, and it's malicious in its intent. So again, I wrote right here the clause itself, so you can all read it and see what it says. Now the idea, just a little background, is that when they were deciding on proportioning out mainly representatives for Congress, well, how many representatives should each state get? And it was decided that it should be based on population. But it raised the question in the South, slaves, people in slavery, black people, but not all black people, there were free blacks, but the slaves, they couldn't vote. So should they be counted towards assigning representatives to go, who would be voted on by their masters to perpetuate slavery? So in a cruel twist of fate, that you would be counted, if you were counted 100%, so that your slave masters or the slave states would get more votes to keep you in slavery and perpetuate slavery. So the North, the non-slaveholding states at the time, said we don't want to count slaves because they can't vote anyway. And so the compromise was 3/5 slaves would be counted as 3/5 for portions of political representation. It had nothing to do with saying black people were 3/5 human. In fact, the way it's written, it affirms their personhood. And let me just show you what it says. The number of free persons, this is who will be counted towards the number of congressional seats. The number of free persons, excluding Indians not taxed, and 3/5 of all other persons. It doesn't say black people at all. And in fact, it said 3/5 of all other persons, affirming the personhood of people held in slavery. Does not say blacks are 3/5 human. That was not the intent. Doesn't refer to race at all. Race was sometimes in state constitutions. It was never in the U.S. Constitution. The U.S. Constitution was always race neutral, never mentioned race until left-wing Democrats wrote race into the Constitution and into our laws and into our court system in the late 20th century. The left wing wrote race into our law and divided us and categorized us by race. Again, the U.S. government never did. Some states, of course, had racial laws, but never the U.S. Constitution until the late 20th century, when the political left started dividing people according to racial lines. Didn't refer to race at all. It affirms the personhood of slaves. And free blacks counted as 100%. So if you were a free black, you were 100%, you counted totally. So it didn't say that blacks were 3/5 human. In fact, if anything, should be seen as an anti-slavery measure, because the North consciously wanted to limit the power of the slaveholding South. So again, the racial dividers who perpetuate this lie to divide people and get people angry, especially young African American students in America, to whip them up into saying that America hates you, America's keeping you down, they say you're 3/5 human. It's a smear on the founding fathers. It's not true, and you can read the statute itself. And so I just wanted to take a few minutes and cover that big lie, the big smear on America, the big smear on the founding fathers, and a malicious lie that the political left tells to this day. But now you know the truth, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much, and you have a great day.